Welcome to Lost Woods Radio, a podcast where two friends do their best to detail every game in the Legend of Zelda series from memory. I'm Ellie, along with my co-host Silva, and today's game. Great start, good start. Today's game is Majora's Mask.
Again, for our listeners, we are not committing to do a live podcast, so ignore that. This is Majora's Mask. This is going to be interesting.
Should I do that again?
No, absolutely not. This is in the recording now.
I'm sleepy, okay?
It's fine. Again, these are very much just two friends chatting. So,
yeah, this is the kind of vibes you get from us. If you don't like it, then
it's fine. We're both very
but yeah,
tired.
Today's game is Majora's Mask, which released way back in the 90s. God, nearly 30 years ago.
Why you gotta say it like that?
I know, I'm sorry. It originally released on the N64 and has had multiple re-releases since. And I'm curious, Silva, what is your history with Majora's Mask?
I think I played it as in, launched it on an actual N64. But I do not think I ever, actually played it, as in played more than an hour of it, until... Was it on the GameCube disc? The pre-order thing for Wind Waker? I don't remember. It was way later. It was way later. I did not finish it until at least GameCube era. Whether that was on that disc or on another method, that was when I first finished it. I think I've only finished it once. I've seen it played and finished numerous times.
Interesting.
What about you?
I have never finished it. Surprising no one who's listening. I haven't beaten Majora's Mask. I also came to it late, though. If you didn't listen to our Ocarina of Time episode, then you won't know this. But I actually played it before I played Ocarina of Time, because when I came to the Zelda series, I didn't realize it was a series. So I had no prior knowledge of release order and which games were a part of the franchise. And I didn't have, this is going to sound really like country bumpkin of me, I didn't have open access to the internet to learn these things.
Sure.
So I played it on the... was it the GameCube? I think I did the GameCube disc as well.
Yeah, I just confirmed I'm not
4-in-1.
losing my mind. It is behind me on a giant media rack. It was the GameCube version. I still have it, yes.
Yeah, I played it on that version on the Wii, not on the GameCube itself. So way later than it released. I got a good chunk of the way through. But I think, like many, I found it quite frustrating, as cool of a concept as it is. So I never reached the end. I decided to move on because I had a whole world of Zelda games to play at that point. So, yeah.
Yep. It's always interesting. I guess we can come to it. Well, whatever. It's always interesting because the people are always like, "Oh, it's the first sequel." Like, no, it's not even. It's not even the second game with the sequel. Like we already talked about it. Like Link's Adventure. It was the sequel to Zelda 1, is the same Link. And then we just talked about Link's Awakening is the same Link as Link to the Past, so that's a direct sequel. So,
I think it's the first one where it's noticeably a direct continuation. Mm-hmm. I think it's because
the first one,
they
narratively connect the two of them, rather than just, this is the same Link going off to do something else. Actually, that's probably a good segue. We should talk about the events of this game.
Yeah. So I love doing these summaries, if you don't mind, because I feel like they're chaos in the best way.
Go for it.
So the game picks up literally immediately after the events of Ocarina of Time. Link has just been transported back to being a child in the forest, okay? And Navi's like, peace, I'm out. And leaves. And Link is like, why is this happening? Where have you gone? I've got to go find Navi.
Where's
and that
my friend gone?
Yeah. So that kicks off the adventure of Majora's Mask. Link takes a wrong turn, and ends up in a scary forest with Deku Scrubs. And then some weird mask stuff happens where he touches a stump man and turns into a scrub himself. And then he finds a creepy mask guy who's like, hey, you want some masks? You want to bring me masks? My mask has been stolen by Skull Kid, who you may remember from the Lost Woods. And essentially, Majora's Mask is a time-bending, time loop cyclical game where you play through the same 3 days where a giant moon is threatening to fall on a town and you have to try and stop it.
Moon's very angry.
Because of the cyclical nature of it, it has a lot of repetition, a lot of treading the same ground again and again to try and progress, which is not for everybody. But within that time loop, you can discover, God, there's so many stories within it, but the general story is that you have to try to collect 4 masks from 4 different regions to unite the giants to stop Skull Kid from bringing the moon down on the town, because Skull Kid has stolen the titular Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
so
doesn't it start out that we run into Skull Kid's? I mean, I guess they're not his fairies, but they're his friends, right? The
Tassel and Tail,
the
yeah.
2T name, yeah, Tattle and Tail, and then like he fucking steals Epona.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. He just rides off onto Epona into the woods. Were they the Lost Woods? I don't know if they ever actually clarify, because it is a Skull Kid, but like,
I think it's sort of implied that Link it runs into some magic. Like he doesn't know where he is. There is no real explanation for where he ends up. There's a lot of theories about whether or not it's going through the 5 stages of grief or not.
Because he starts out like super depressed and like head down as he's riding on Epona and everything like that.
Yeah.
So from what I remember, the Skull Kid actively turns him into the Deku Shrub.
I thought he touched again, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I remember there being a sad
Well, no, the only reason why I remember that is because like after that happens, he leaves the other fairy behind. Right? And then you make your way through there, and then you find the Happy Mask Salesman.
Yes. Skull Kid turns you into the scrub because he's playing a little trick on you, and then one of the fairies takes pity on you. I think it's Tattle that you get, and then Tail stays with Skull Kid.
Right. And I don't think we actually mentioned it. The moon has a giant angry face on it.
Yes. Imagine the angriest N64 character you can think of. And then imagine it huge in the sky, looming over you, getting closer every hour in game.
Yep. So we get through all of that, right? And we end up in Termina.
Yes.
With
Termina
people,
and the hub Clocktown.
Yeah, Clocktown. And the people here all look very similar or outright the same as people that we have met in Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of new people.
Oh, yes, significantly a lot of new people.
One also, very important new person.
Yeah. It's also worth mentioning, like, as we talk through this, like, from what I remember, almost all the stories that you encounter in this are horribly depressing in a lot of cases.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is why there's this leading theory that it's like purgatory, exploring the afterlife, because most of the people in this doomed town have... they're sad. Bad things have happened to them. Bad things continue to happen to them. It's not a happy game.
Yeah, and it's hard to know because Link is the one experiencing the time loop, right? The village, like Link is the only one that's keeping. I guess we don't know if the Skull Kid knows that the time loop is happening, but Link is the only one. I
think it's implied that the Happy Mask Salesman and Skull Kid are aware of the time loop, and maybe the Scarecrows?
Maybe.
Because if you speak to... The Happy Mask Salesman is the one that teaches you... Does he teach you the Song of Time? Or does the owl teach you the Song of Time? Basically, it's the ones that teach you the songs that slow and speed the time up. Or, like, reverse the time and stuff. And the Scarecrow is one of them. And then there's... It might be the owl that teaches you the Song of Time. But yeah.
Like in our first day, we kind of stay as the shrub, don't we? The scrub?
Yeah, you have to, if I remember rightly, again, it's been a long time, you mess around in the town as the scrub for a while, or you have to like go through, no, you go through the initial zone as the scrub, and then you get to the mask salesman, and he teaches you the Song of Healing, and that enables you to remove the Deku scrub as a mask. And then he's like, hey, you should maybe do more of this so that you can get my mask back. Please and thank you, because it's really powerful and this annoying child stole it. So,
yeah. And the Heavy Mask Salesman is made like infinitely more sinister than he was in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. He was just like literally just a guy in a shop in Ocarina of Time. And in this, he's creepy.
And like the masks on his backpack like all change emotion and stuff, and it's just really weird and horror themed in good ways, but also in weird ways for Zelda. I'll let you continue. What are the next events? What are the events that we go through in this?
So if we're going off of progression, because obviously you can kind of do stuff in any order, really. There's a lot of things that you can explore straight out of the gate, but it's locked in the major areas are locked in a typical like Metroidvania style progression way. Yeah, like you need to finish a dungeon and a big boss to gain the power to access the next one, essentially. So in order, you do the Deku Palace, where you go and meet the Deku King, and he's like, hey, this monkey stole our princess. And then you have to go and rescue the princess to free the monkey. And then you travel to the Goron Mountain. Can't remember what the mountain's called because it's not Death Mountain because it's frozen. And there's a crying baby Goron who just wants his dad. He just wants a lullaby, but spoilers, his dad's dead.
It was a snowy mountain, right? It was...
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called. But it's really annoying.
Snow Peak?
Perhaps. Snow Peak sounds right, because then Snow Peak is in future.
It's Snowhead. Because the frickin', like, when you're going up to where the actual thing is, it looks like a face.
Whoosh. Yeah. So, yeah, we rescue the princess from the not monkey, from the wizard in the forest temple, and give her back to the Deku Palace, basically. And then we go to Snowhead and find this crying baby who's like, I just want to hear my dad sing. Where's my dad gone? You have to go and find their dad. But their dad has died, so you steal their dad's face and wear it.
Yep.
As a mask, using the Song of Healing. There's a lot of like moving spirits on and taking their essence to continue it forwards and continue their legacy and things like that. So once you have beaten the Snowhead Temple, you can then go and play the lullaby, which is on bongo drums to the baby, and it calms the baby down, and then all the Gorons are happy again, and the mountain calms down. Then you head on, then you head on to the ranch where you have to save the cows from the aliens to get your horse. And that mission is, I have my face in my hands right now.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a mission of all time, for sure.
And look, we're not, like, it's literally like flying saucers. It's ridiculous.
Literally, flying saucers coming in, stealing the cows, and you have to shoot the flying saucers you have to rescue all the cows to get your horse. And then once you have your horse, you can go visit the Zora's Domain, which is kind of different vibes-wise to previous Zora stuff. One thing that I love about this game is that it completely changes up the vibes that the areas and the people had before.
Yeah,
it's
because
like
the Zora's Domain in this one is a swamp, right?
No, that's the Deku area.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
The Zora's Domain in this one is
but the Zora's Domain,
ocean.
The water has been poisoned.
Yes, yeah. So there's a reuse of the Gerudo Fortress as a pirate hideout in the Zora's Domain. And the Zoras are all basically like hippie rockers.
Yeah,
like
the whole thing that's
music
weird with the Zora's Domain is you're getting a band back together, and some of the band is dead.
Yeah, the guitarist died, and you become the guitarist instead.
You put on his face and become guitarist.
Yeah, and the lead singer also had a bunch of babies that were stolen, and you have to go rescue them.
Yep.
And then you go into the Water Temple. I think is it in a whale? I don't remember. Maybe you have to go buy a giant whale. That's as far as I got when I played.
Okay, so all right, I do not remember if the water temple is in a whale. I cannot answer that.
I remember it being deep and dark and scary trying to get to it.
Yeah, maybe it was a cave system. It might.
There was a cave system of like currents that pushed you through tunnels and stuff.
Yep.
That you had to navigate when you were collecting the eggs. And then the band gets back together and they're all sad because their guitarist has died. And then you go to Stone Temple Tower. It's got tower and stone in it. And that's the undead zone. Lots of graveyards, lots of Stalfos. Notoriously, arguably one of the best designed Zelda dungeons in any game. It's a fan favorite for a reason. The music is incredible. There's a weird, creepy copy of Link in there.
Yeah, there's a lot because it's like Ikea Canyon or Canyon or something like that.
Yeah.
They're like everything there. People are having to deal with like the dead, literally the dead. Like there's the people are brought back to life. Was it a curse or a plague or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
And that ends up in there, and you fight Mario and Luigi as ghosts.
I don't remember that part from watching it.
I mean, well, okay, they're not actually Mario and Luigi, but I think they have M and L. I think that's right. Is that this one? Am I remembering something from elsewhere? No, that's right.
I genuinely don't remember. I remember it being in like an upside down, like gravity messing temple dungeon.
Oh yeah, maybe that's not this. Maybe those are just NPCs.
But yeah, there is like a stone copy of Link that you have to move around.
Yep.
To solve puzzles, which is interesting. And then you get the final mask, and then you can go to take on Skull Kid. So all this time, of course, you are having to reset. Like 3 days in game is, I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes or something total. So you're having to reset constantly. It's not a long loop at all. You can, like I said, speed up and slow down time, which is cool. And you can reset at any point as well. But if the moon falls and hits the town, it's game over. So you have to keep resetting. And once you've acquired all 4 masks, you can go and take on Skull Kid to stop the moon from falling by summoning the giants, by getting your 4 masks. And you learn the melody of the giants and they hold the moon up, basically. And then you get to take on the spirit of the mask, Majora, who is essentially a god.
Go to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we didn't say that the whole thing that we find out is that the Skull Kid, while he is a shitlord, is not evil. What's happening is that Majora, the mask is actually like a prison for this being called Majora that is taking over the Skull Kid. Do we want to talk about, was it like God Link? What the heck is the name of?
Fierce Deity Link. So if you collect all of the masks in the game, like I think there's 40. If you collect all of them, you can become a god yourself to take on Majora. And it's a fucking rad outfit. He looks so cool. But it gives you like loads of extra power and stuff, makes you stronger, makes you a big boy instead of a tiny baby child.
Makes you adult Link that had a baby with Sephiroth.
Edgelord adult Link with like white blonde hair and
with
like
a freaking
silvery clothes and
claymore
tattoos
instead
and
of like a normal sword. Like it's a two-handed sword. It's rad. It's very fun. It's also
makes
funny
Majora kind of a cakewalk, and it's really difficult to fight Majora if you don't have it.
Yeah. It's also interesting because like it's very, I mean it's popular, but it's also it's kind of the only time that really appears. And yet people like keep calling back to it over and over again. The only time that it's reappeared since then is what? Special armor in in Tears of the Kingdom?
Was it in Breath of the Wild as well? It's definitely in Tears of the Kingdom because you have to do a side quest for it. It's not like
maybe it was like you could get it as an amiibo thing in Breath of the Wild, and they add those things back as side quests in Tears of the Kingdom. But it's very iconic because it's very much not a normal look. It's almost like if you'd made Link Sheikah. You made him a Sheikah.
Yeah.
It's very cool. it's very cool. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, you just one shot everything else in that game, which is funny because you can't normally have it outside of the moon.
Yes, you can only get it when you go to the moon. The children, there's 4 children who are the giants at a tree in the moon.
There's a lot of allegory in this game. It's
and they're like, hey, you did great. You collected all the masks. Here's a special one so you can become a god to fight a god. Yep. So it's pretty cool in that regard. I think that's why
there's
people
questions
love it.
You can ask. There's like, why do they know about the Happy Mask salesman's masks? Like, what does that have to do with anything? But
I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is. The
it's
game
a very cool game.
It's a very cool game. I don't. What do you think? So you defeat Majora. Everyone's happy, assuming you did all the things.
Yes. Yeah, some people can be sad still at the end, which is kind of heartbreaking.
Because there's this one thing where, like, what was the one story? There's a kid that's in love with a lady. Was he not always a kid?
So they were a couple. It's Anju and Cafe. They were engaged. And this is like one of the overarching side quests of like the whole game that can impact so much if you get certain steps right. I think some things carry over with some of the major side quests. Like,
which doesn't make any sense
when
they don't explain it, but it does happen, yes.
Yeah, like certain things, like if you unlock certain doors or you gain certain masks, it will then basically unlock progression. You don't have to redo that part to get that thing again each time, which is nice in its own way. But yeah, Anju and Cafe were an engaged couple living in Clocktown. And Cafe did something and got cursed to be a child, and then he was like hiding from everybody, wearing the Keaton mask, which is the fox, right? Mask that you use at the start of Majora's start of Ocarina of Time with the gate guard and stuff. But yeah, basically you have to. She's really upset because she thinks that her fiance has run away. He hasn't. He's watching them in secret. And there's a whole series of side quests tied into that one. And it's one of the hardest side quests to complete, getting them back together. It's very
time sensitive, and like if you do one step wrong, the whole thing is jacked.
There's a lot of that in this game. A lot of like, if you aren't at the exact right spot, at the exact right time, with the exact right items, then you mess up your 3 days of side quest progression, which is one of the more frustrating things about the game. A lot of things are locked to other people's schedules. But to counter that, they did add in the Bomber's Notebook, which is a brand new item, kind of segueing into first appearances and stuff. The Bomber's Notebook is like a diary where when things happen in the game that you discover, it marks it into the diary for you, so you know when they're going to happen and where they're going to happen and who will be there, which is really cool. I nerded out a lot about this game. Like, to say that I've literally only touched it that one time, and I probably know more about it progression-wise than I do about Ocarina of Time because I just love time loop games. I love games that have puzzle mechanics tied to scheduling and NPC behavior and things like that. So it's very, very cool. It has some really interesting concepts because of that. It's just hindered horribly by the N64 controls, I think.
Yeah, there's... So, Majora's Mask is a weird situation in that I feel like the time loop is not balanced properly. Like, it's a little too harsh because of how they tried to add a lot more things that Link's not good at doing. And that is a lot of platforming and navigation that, at the time of the N64, they did not have down right. Also, there's a lot of bugs in this game. Like, they released like 3 or 4 versions of the actual cartridge or something like that because of how many like game-stopping bugs there were. I like Majora's Mask narratively. I like the time loop. I like those things. But yeah, like it's not a great thing to play is almost the way I would put it.
It's the same as Ocarina of Time. It was groundbreaking at the time. Such a cool idea. Like amazing design wise, but oh boy, is it
horribly
rough
depressing
to play.
too. And but also yes, the play is a little harsh. And especially, I think what amplifies that is because of how much of the dungeons now are way more platforming. Like the friggin' swamp dungeon, Man,
Oh boy.
there's so much just like, I ride this platform. Now you got to make this jump just right, or you go all the way back to the beginning. Anyway.
Yeah, because like I guess what I didn't say is the masks give you different movement abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So the Deku Scrub mask allows you to float and glide and hop into like little holes and burst out of them and fly from them. It also spins, like you spin in as an attack. The Goron one lets you become like a little Beyblade, but like forward momentum spin.
You're doing a forward barrel roll to run around.
Like a Sonic movement.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And then the Zora one,
Mostly swimming, right?
yeah, that gives you the swimming, but then you have to learn how to do combat in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I genuinely don't remember what mask you get from. I think it's Stone Tower Temple. I think that's what it's
right.
called.
I don't remember what you get there either, but I think that's right. Yeah, Stone Tower was so weird.
I think it's the reverse gravity thing. It doesn't give you like a new movement. I think it gives you
Right, you can walk off of platforms.
and like go up the walls and stuff.
Yep.
And yeah.
The Mario and Luigi thing's bugging me. I've been trying to rack my brain. I think they're conductor ghosts in this.
Oh.
Um,
That's ringing a bell, like in the village of skeletons.
Yeah, and, like the reason why I call them Mario and Luigi is like one's red and one's green, and they both have mustaches, which is weird for ghosts to have. and they're conductors or they're musicians or something like that. Anyway, and then you finish the game, and everyone is mostly happy if you did their quests. Also, I'm going to mention you never see Cafe as an adult, so like even when they're celebrating, like
still just a
Anju is
boy.
leaned down to hug and smooch this small child, and it's a weird thing, and it just.
She's like, I'm okay with this.
I mean, whatever. I mean, he's an adult man in a small body. It's fine, but like. Don't you see their wedding, but they never show him or something like that?
I don't remember, but that sounds right. That sounds like something that would happen in this.
Yeah. But like, you could just have a blue-haired NPC. It's fine. Whatever. And then, like, the final scene is the Skull Kid has drawn like a drawing of Link and him on a log, I think.
Yeah, because right near the start, Tattle tells you about how Skull Kid was lost in the woods and crying, and then Tattle and Tail found him, and they became friends, and they played a bunch together, and then he found the Majora's Mask.
You're right.
And
you know what? It doesn't happen in this game. Anything about Navi.
Yeah, nothing.
Literally, that entire journey, no progression about Navi. Tattle doesn't stay with you or anything like that. It's just, just
You
like
still don't have a fairy at the end.
we'll just add more trauma to this poor kid. And that actually comes back. There's a whole lot to deal with about trauma for Child Link. Anyway, but yeah, those are the events of the game, man.
Yeah.
Man. So we're going to try our best here. What are the first appearances of things in the timeline for this game?
I have two very big ones.
go for
Obviously,
it.
I've already mentioned the Bomber's Notebook. I think this is the first appearance of the Postman as well in the like whole running around delivering
he had to be
mail.
an ocarina, right?
He's not. He doesn't deliver mail. If he is an ocarina, he doesn't like run around and deliver post. Because
I would
there
believe
is
that. Yeah.
a series of side quests tied to accosting the postman at the right time and then delivering mail for him.
Are those your two important ones?
No. My two important ones haven't even happened yet. The big one, Tingle.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, like, how did you not mention Tingle? This is the first.
Tingle is
there's
the big
no
one.
way there's another appearance of Tingle before this.
Yes, this is
a
the
weird
first
little
time
guy.
we see Fairy Boy Tingle, and he's floating on a balloon in the sky, and you shoot him down as a little Deku Scrub, and he drops to the ground, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing? I was up there making maps." And that's how you get your maps.
Yep.
And that's all he does.
Oh,
He just
man.
flies around on a balloon.
Just a weird adult dude in the Tingle
Yeah.
suit.
Kula Loompa. Yeah. And he
few-
just wants to be a fairy.
That
And
look, I get
then
it.
The other major first appearance, other than like outside of enemies and like zone vibes and music, is the toilet hand.
Right. Oh, yeah, look.
Another favorite of mine, the weird hand that comes out of the toilet and asks for letters for paper because he's really struggling and needs paper.
Yep.
So
I mean, look, you need a lot more than paper if you're stuck in the toilet, but so there's that. There's the curse.
Yeah, the hand literally just pops out the toilet and like most of the time just goes at you.
Fierce deity mask. And the first deity link, definitely the first.
Yes, there's also, I mean, the masks, there's 40 of them. We've seen like 4 of them previously. So and there's like, a lot of different mask mechanics and things.
Was it this one or is it Ocarina of Time where there's Star Fox masks?
That's this one.
This one, okay. Yeah, there's 4 masks that look exactly like Fox, Slippy,
Peppy,
Falco, and...
I guess Peppy is just the rabbit isn't it? To make you run fast. First time we see aliens. First time we see the little chicken, like little baby cuckoos. You get to do the chicken parade. You play the pipe at them and then parade around with them.
First time we see a wedding
in this game. Yeah.
Actually, even as a joke, I actually think that's true. I think this is the first time there is any mention of marriage, period, in Zelda. Like, obviously, there's people who have been married, but I don't think like there's any indication of weddings or anything like that in the series of the game.
Yeah, there's gosh, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of recurring stuff from Ocarina of Time, but the other like I guess kind of major call out is the music. This is if Link's Awakening if Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, and Ocarina of Time created the foundation for so many musical themes that we know in the Zelda franchise now, Majora's Mask rounded it out. And there's so many banging songs in there that are just never used again. Like the Astral Observatory is in this for the first time. That's got a really good song. Deku Palace is amazing. Stone Tower Temple, that's a banger as well. The Clocktown music progresses each day. It gets gradually darker and more sinister as the days go on, which is really cool. It has new Ocarina of Time songs, like new Ocarina songs. God, I don't think there's actually the Milk Bar. I feel like I've brought up the Milk Bar before. Is this the first Milk Bar?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. I'm gonna go with you and say it is the first time of a Milk Bar, just because I can't remember other times before this. I don't think there's any new weapons.
No, because you stick with your sword and the Bigoron sword, and
wait. There's the fairy sword, right? How do you get the fairy sword? Was it like the you collect all the missing fairies?
What's the fairy sword?
It's like the chromatic. It's like it's multiple colors. I remember that.
Oh.
You have to find all of them, and then you return the fairies. It's in Stone Temple Tower, right?
Oh, okay.
You have to get the...
I do not remember.
It's the only great fairy that appears in this game, and she gives it to you. Right? Am I hallucinating this?
I think there's multiple great fairies, because you find them in Clocktown. One of the early quests is opening the fairy fountain up, if I remember rightly. There's so much mixed up in this game, and it's so similar to Ocarina of Time that it's difficult to remember.
I almost want to say I can't be making this up. It has to be because the reason why I remember this is because this is the sword you really need to get if you're going to try and beat Majora without the Great Deity mass. And you can't use it with a shield. I remember that because it's so damn big.
Oh, so it's the Bigoron sword equivalent then?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also weird too because I remember you had to control it weird. Like it wasn't just the slash button or something like that.
Oh.
It was like when I was playing it on GameCube, it was like the right stick, which probably would have been the C buttons on the N64?
Yes. Yeah. Or the Z. No, I guess you use that to move around.
Yeah.
The
That's for Z
joystick.
targeting.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out if I'm hallucinating about this sword.
We'll find out very shortly.
What else? Is there any actual... So, okay. Was there anything else that was unique item-wise? Was the camera that you get in this in Ocarina of Time?
No, because that's a part of the swamp quest where you go on the boat tour and you take pictures of things.
So first time Link gets a camera.
First time Link takes a boat tour.
I that's all I can remember as far as unique. Like there was also... Nope. I lost it.
There's a lot of unique enemies in this game as well. There's a lot of new stuff that's added for the dungeons to make them more interesting. So the bosses are all unique. I don't think any of them were done
and some
previously.
of them, they're like... It's interesting because a lot of the bosses, what they did was they took like regular... Not a lot of the bosses. No, I'm thinking of the sub-bosses. So a lot of the sub-bosses, what they took regular enemies from Ocarina of Time and then gave them unique move sets and made them like way stronger.
Yeah, like
you
the
have to
boss
fight a Gerudo at one point, and there's a iron knuckle that sucked real bad in the graveyard.
Yeah, and there's a Wizrobe as the final boss of the forest temple, the swamp temple.
Oh yeah, there's also, I think this is the only time, there's only 4 dungeons.
Yes.
Like,
but there's
it's
a lot
not
of,
even like, oh, well, these other areas are like dungeons too, like in Breath of the Wild. But no, there's just only 4 dungeons in this.
Yeah, there's a couple of like little sub-cave bits and extra missions, but it wants you to explore the people more than the world, I think, in this game, is the big difference. And it's really cool for that.
Yeah. Yes. Strong agree. Again, very, very unique take on Zelda. I don't necessarily love playing it, but I do love seeing it and talking about it because it's a very weird situation.
I would love for them to revisit this formula. Like, genuinely, with modern control systems and like console capabilities.
Yeah, it's wild because
I would love
like,
to see another time loop game from Nintendo like this.
Just like Ocarina of Time, they did do this for the 3DS, and it is vastly improved. It has all the bugs fixed out. They've changed it, but it is still a 3DS game, which means that it doesn't have a right stick, so it's got some problems.
Yeah.
From the controls, but yeah, like I don't know if I would want this exactly, but I would love like the ideas being used here in some way, whether it is specifically a time loop or something on there. It's also very funny that considering that the previous game was called Ocarina of Time, there is absolutely way more time travel in this one than there is in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I guess you're technically traversing more time in Ocarina of Time than you are in this one, but in this one, you're literally every 3 days just traveling back. Anyway, is there anything else that we want to call out that's a first in this one that we can think of?
I don't think so, because it's, we mentioned this last episode, but this game released, I think it was 10 months after Ocarina of Time. So it was a pretty quick turnaround on it. So a lot of reuse of assets and things. Not a problem. Like, don't get me wrong. That's totally fine. I don't mind that at all. It's just there's a lot of reuse. So that's why there's not a lot that's brand new, and it's more a conceptual newness.
Yes. So where do we put this on our timeline? I think this is a pretty easy answer, but where do we put this?
This is an easy one. This is the child timeline after Ocarina of Time.
Yes. Yeah, it has to be, because you're literally starting as Child Link, but it's after the events of losing Navi, so there's no...
Yeah, it's the hero succeeds and is sent back to being a child. So Ganon never gained access to the Sacred Realm.
Right.
It's that timeline.
Drop this in here. Okay, I'll throw that in there. So yeah, this is Child Link timeline, which is fitting because a lot of, if I'm remembering right, a lot of Child Link timeline pretty messed up.
Yeah.
You would think that he won, it would be pretty good, but no, a lot of the games are going to, and as we continue on, a lot of the games that end up in the Child Link timeline, not great. Well, no, that's not the
Child
wrong.
Link.
The events that are happening in them, kind of depressing in a lot of cases.
This is the sad timeline.
Yeah, which is wild because it's technically like the one where they won the most timeline.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the one where Ganon is executed, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
he's just never...
Sort of, right? This is the one that ends up. Look, we'll see if we get right. This is the one that ends up that he gets yeeted into the dark world.
Yes.
Sorry, the Tweedly world. And that's a whole thing. We'll talk about giant Ganon later. Okay. Where do these fall on our lists? Where do you put this in your favorites of Zeldas?
I feel like I prefer it to Ocarina of Time,
Okay.
but I don't know if I can say that because I didn't finish it and I've played it once, you know? But I feel like I prefer it. I prefer the idea of it more than I prefer the idea of Ocarina of Time because both of them are janky and I struggled with them. So yeah, maybe above Ocarina of Time. I just think this game's really cool.
It is very cool. So just to go in your order, right now you have Link to the Past is currently your number 1. Ocarina of Time is your number 2. Link's Awakening is your number 3. Legend of Zelda is number 4, and Adventure of Link is number 5. So you would put this at number 2 currently?
Yes.
All right. Let me figure out why I can't add it in here. There it is. What is happening here? Let's try that again. All right. And then so we will add in Majora's Mask and right there. And for me, because of how much I do not like the actual playing of it, because of they kind of amplified the worst part of Ocarina, which was dealing with platforming and controls, I would actually put it behind Ocarina. And I think that's, for me, it's because of, like, design-wise, it's incredibly important and a huge achievement, and I love everything about it. I love the world. And to be clear, like, every game that we talked about so far, I don't dislike any of them. I like all of them. Gameplay is important to me, and the fact that it is not enjoyable to play for me, I think it puts it below Ocarina of Time for me.
That's totally understandable. Yeah, mine does come with the caveat that, oh my god, I had a bad time trying to play it. But same with Ocarina, so...
Yeah, and that's understandable. Yeah, for me, I enjoyed playing Ocarina while playing it because, like, they knew kind of... I don't want to say they knew what they were doing controls-wise, but there's not a lot of platforming other than a few areas in that. So the controls, most of it is like getting used to Z targeting and that kind of stuff. So for me, it would be the Link to the Past, number 1, Link's Awakening is number 2, Ocarina of Time, and then Majora's Mask, and then I'm a weirdo that likes Adventure of Link, and then Legend of Zelda. Again, Adventure of Link, it's always funny because like their sequels, they're always experimenting in some way. Because the Adventure of Link, very different from the Legend of Zelda, and then Majora's Mask, very different. Ocarina of Time.
I love that every time they come out with something new, even if it is reusing assets or like doing a direct sequel or something, there's always new mechanics that make it interesting and enjoyable to experience.
Yes. And they've kept to that for the most part. But I mean, they haven't made it after this. Actually, after this, there's not been another direct sequel until Tears of the Kingdom. Oh no, that's not true. Phantom Hourglass and yeah.
Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks.
Spirit Tracks is kind of, but yes.
3 generations down the line, but it says that it's a sequel.
Yeah. This will be the Spirit Tracks. Look, this is gonna be a spoiler, but Spirit Tracks is gonna be another one where I also am a weirdo and that like it a lot.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yep. I like Spirit Tracks a lot. All right, let me get back. I've already forgotten. Forgotten everything. Forgotten everything.
It's just one of those kind of days.
Oh, good. We get to look up what we got right.
Yes.
All right, let me get into Zelda Wiki. On a personal... Why do you have that in quotes? They have in air quotes, on a personal quest. Searching for Navi. Okay, we got that right. A few months after Ocarina of Time, he's interrupted by Skull Kid. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, and Skull Kid's already wearing Majora's Mask. We didn't mention that originally, but that's fine. With the help of... Hey, we got the names right. Tattle and Tail. Link's knocked off Epona. Skull Kid steals Epona and also steals the Ocarina. We did not mention that.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
Yep. They take Epona, right? The blah, blah, blah. Oh, I did not remember that. Skull Kid apparently tells Link he got rid of Epona, which is
Wow.
very... it implies certain things. We know that... We find out that's not true in what you think that would mean, right? Yep, he does turn him into a Deku Scrub. He leaves... Oh. Did we say that he kept Tattle?
Yes.
He kept Tail. As in, Link gets Tail.
Oh, okay.
So we got that wrong. No, that's interesting. This doesn't make any sense. So he then leaves Link with Tail, while Tattle continues to bully Link. Oh, okay. This is just written poorly as a sentence. No, we were right. It was Tattle that gets left with Link.
Okay.
Because
I was going to say, because it's like, it's,
because the brother is what
Navi
stays
is
with...
short for navigation system. Yeah. Tattle is like talking at you.
Yeah.
Like telling tales, isn't it?
Blah, blah, blah. Happy Mask Salesman. You were correct. There is a great fairy there, and...
yeah, I thought so. In Clocktown, it's like part of the restoring yourself initially and getting the ocarina back. And, well, I didn't remember that part, but it's the initial, like, you can't go anywhere or do anything until you do the immediate stuff in Clocktown. They won't let you out.
Right. I'm gonna scroll. Okay, I'm not hallucinating. There is a great fairy sword. Like, what am I thinking of? And Professor Shikashi, which I don't remember that. Okay, I lost my place. Blah blah blah. Rumors of the moon. Yeah, the moon transforms. We got all that. Did we get the places right? Okay, the swamp. Hey, it is Snowhead. Heck yeah.
Snowhead Mountain, yeah.
And what about the town? The Kanya Canyon is the ghost town, but what is the dungeon? Oh, okay, Stone Tower Temple. You did get it right.
I said it at least once in some
you absolutely
form.
said it. We didn't say a Kanya Canyon. We couldn't remember like the name of the place there, but yeah, they're possessed. Oh, is there a whale? Hold on. Is there a whale?
Giant turtle. There's a giant turtle.
Okay, we went into the giant turtle. Oh,
no, the turtle
Pinnacle
takes you
Rock.
to the temple.
Yeah, Pinnacle Rock is where the... Okay. Go back, please. Bup. We learned New Wave Bossa Nova, which is funny. Fight the evil aquatic creature, Georg.
Oh, I know what you're thinking of. Link ventures to Ikana Canyon, and the Poe Collector will not let him pass unless he possesses a certain mask, so he heads to the Gorman track and acquires the mask from the Gorman brothers after a horse race. The Gorman brothers are the ones that look like Mario and Luigi.
I can't, for whatever reason, Zelda Wiki is not loading the images.
They're the ranch people from...
No, those are not who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Now I gotta look this up. Ghosts Mario. Okay, I'm not hallucinating. There are ghosts called Sharp and Flat that are conductors, and they look like Mario and Luigi. And they are in Ikana Canyon. They're in the graveyard.
Okay.
Sharp sold his soul to the devil. Flat writes the Song of Storms. Oh, is it... Are they both? No, they're both in the game. I was like, is one of them only in Ocarina of Time? No, I'm like, neither. They're apparently in Ocarina of Time, but I don't remember them from Ocarina of Time at all. So yes, the Ghost Brothers Sharp and Flat are who I was thinking of. I was not losing my mind.
Okay.
Great Fairy Sword. Yes. Okay, if you collect all 15 lost fairies in Stone Tower Temple, and then turn them in, the Great Fairy of Kindness, which is apparently why I thought she was special, because she has a special name, gives you the Great Fairy Sword.
Okay.
Which is, I'm going to show this to Ellie. You guys won't be able to see it, but hey, if you look up the Great Fairy Sword, you can see why I said it was Technicolor and like weird colors, because it is purple and red and green. But yeah, so and you controlled it with the C buttons. Hey, so I remembered something weird about the controls. I get that right. Yeah, the curse calls the dead lingers, so we were mostly right around that. We didn't say anything about the bosses' names because I cannot remember any of them. It's fun.
I have a first that is in the trivia section. The guy the thief, the thief guy that you have to like bully to get the bomb bag and stuff in Clocktown.
Yes.
He's like a bald man that runs like a cartoon villain with his giant sack on his back. He is the first NPC that Link can officially murder.
Oh. Well. Okay.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah, let's look up Mailman. Yep. Yeah, it is the first game where both Tingle and the Postman appear.
Hell yeah.
Yep, you got it.
First time a mail system is portrayed in the series, too.
Oh, I forgot that you got to control Cafe.
Yes, that's in Stone Tower Temple.
Oh, right.
You take him in with you, and he helps you. That's why that side quest is so important.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why you remembered it. But yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different events that can impact where Cafe is and how he interacts with you and the progression of his quest. That's why, like, their quest is so important.
It's apparently the only game with a devil.
Oh.
Like, because, and in fact, this is related to the characters I was trying to remember. Sharp is the I believe the Mario equivalent. Was mentioned that he supposedly sold his soul to the devil. And there's no known deity in Zelda that would match that. But it's also possible that Terminians are the only ones that believe in the devil, because there's a lot of references to the devil throughout different parts of Termina.
Oh, interesting.
So Termina, only place with Satan. I mean, look, who knows what Skull Kid was caring about. Yeah, and it's also hard. They never are explicit about it. It is unknown whether Termina is real.
Yeah, it's
if
weird,
it's made up by Majora.
Is Link trapped there? Is it actually purgatory? Is it just like a magical realm that he stumbles into?
Yeah,
like did Majora create it? Like
if the Giants were friends with the Skull Kid, how does that work if it's not real, but the Skull Kid is real? It's like, did the Skull Kid invent friends? It's very strange.
I like to think that it's some kind of a separate realm that is maybe hidden by some magic, and they do actually live there, and they do exist there. It's like a parallel dimension or something, and they'll just continue to be happy and live there forever now.
Yep.
That you've won and done good.
Yeah, no surprises. We are right on the timeline. It's the child timeline. That's there's no other way that it makes sense. You want to say it's the Link Falls timeline, you have a lot of explaining to do.
The powder keg was only in this game as well.
Okay. Oh, that you can only use that when you were a Goron, right?
You had to beat the Goron area to do the Big Goron side quest to go and get the Big Goron's powder keg and take it to blow up the entrance to the ranch to get your horse within a certain amount of time. It was awful.
Yep. Do we mention, like, you have to do, you don't have to, but, like, to do what they want you to do, you're expected to do all 4 dungeons in one run?
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to, but I think it's, like, to get the great deity, don't you have to do it?
No, because you get the permanent mask upgrades. Like, every mask that you get, once you get it, you've got it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Because, yeah, there's 40 total to get the Fierce Deity mask.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that we said that we might have gotten wrong? I should have been taking notes as we were talking. It's fine. Yeah. All right, well, that's Majora's Mask. Again, a weird game, slightly divisive game in some cases just because of gameplay, but it is such a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to play it yourself, maybe go watch someone play it.
It's genuinely, if you can watch somebody that's good at it, it's really enjoyable. It's really cool. Once people understand the mechanics and the time loops and they can, like, remember stuff, it's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
It's so well thought out and, like, by modern standards, it's not, like, super well designed, but for the time, it's so cool. It's just a really cool game.
Mm-hmm. It is. Which means the next game that we get to talk about is going to be fun, because the next few of them are going to be ones that I think maybe only I have played. The next 2 games, but the next episode will be, I believe, well, we have to decide because they came out at the same time. Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons first? Or do we do an episode with both?
That is up to you, because I've played about 2 hours of one of them and I don't remember which.
So I'm going to say that just because they're... you know what? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have to think about how much I actually remember of it. I love the Oracle games. I'm very excited to talk about that. I actually think the Oracle games are significantly better than Link's Awakening, and I know that not a lot of people agree with me on that, but they're fantastic games. I will go on
some
record.
Of your favorites, aren't they?
There's some of them, yeah. I will go on record and say that Capcom makes better portable Zelda games than Nintendo does. I mean, look, they also made Minish Cap, so...
That's another one I haven't played.
Oh, you should play Minish Cap.
Yeah, it's the big gap for me. That's like the one that I haven't done. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll say within that style of top-down Zelda game, like there are things to say about the other ones for the DS that are a little bit different. But all right, well, you want to take us out?
Sure. Thank you all so much for listening. This has been Lost Woods Radio, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.